For those of us on TikTok, we are familiar with chrome tooth polish, a recent trend there, and I ordered some. And it arrived in an outer space poly mailer. Not sketchy at all, but we're gonna review it. I do like that it's like handcrafted, made in the USA, and maybe someone's garage. Not really sure, but here we go. So one of the main things we want to determine is the pH. That's what a lot of the haters on TikTok were telling people is, this is acidic, it has triethyl citrate, which is derived from citric acid, but itself is an ester, which I believe is neutral. If not basic, it is definitely not acidic. So the ingredients is like ethanol is a primary one, so an alcohol, not acidic. So there isn't an acid listed in the ingredients. There's an acid derivative, but yeah, it's not the same thing as an acid. So we're gonna test the pH, and we're gonna look at texture and smell and all that stuff. I have the feeling it's gonna be kind of goopy and gross and feel weird and look weird, but we're gonna try it out for you, the people. Oh, and the nice squished. Oh, there's confetti. Yay! There's confetti. Oh, guys. Okay, so what did I order? I ordered the Festi-Vibe kit because it was on sale. It was still $50, so you know, things I do. Oh, and it does have like little. Oh, more confetti. More confetti. Oh, I better pick this up so my 18-month-old does not eat it. Oh no. Ah! Uptight white and glitterati gold. I'm really excited for that one. Glitterati chrome. I could have sworn there was a pink one. It is also within the uptight whites. So there are 4 in my Festi-Vibe kit. That was $50. We're gonna start with I mean, everybody really wants to know about the white one. I didn't get the super white one because I knew that's what everyone was going to be ordering and it would take 10 years. So I got uptight white, which is not super white, but we'll check it out. Okay, here we go. Uptight white is what we're going to look at. I'm going to record it vertically too for TikTok, and I'll put it here on the side on YouTube as well. Chrome, tooth polish, uptight white. Let's go. I'm sort of nervous. Not really. Oh, they give you, ooh, that is pungent smell right there. It doesn't quite smell like nail polish, but the solvent is ethanol, so no wonder it's a little smelly. And that's what a lot of people in their Amazon reviews said, it is stinky. And I agree, a toothpick. Okay, we're gonna have to look at the instructions here. Check them out. So here is the little pink one. Oh, see that? And I need to do it like a makeup video. See it? It's all separated. We won't be trying that one. Not right now anyway. Here's uptight white. Also separated. Oh, it has glitter in it. I didn't think uptight white had glitter. I'm just gonna shake it really well. Shake it. Still not quite blended. I mean, it's cold where I am. Maybe it's the chill, although this has been sitting inside now for a while. It's not that cold. Probably what the toothpick is for. It does not say. Maybe it says there's a little instruction in the packet. Okay, so let's see. A bright Hollywood smile in a flash. So chrome is a tooth polish, just like nail polish, that can be applied to teeth and removed in a matter of seconds, lasts up to 24 hours at a time, has no taste, comes in brights, whites, black, metallics, glitters, glow, and more. So you shake to mix it, dry teeth, paint, tooth polish. So no mention of toothpick. And the ingredients, triethyl citrate. But triethyl citrate, ethanol, plant-based glitters, FD&C approved coloring, organic lake pigments, fluorine micas, and titanium dioxide. The risk of titanium dioxide, it's banned in the EU, is for the powder form inhalationally, so it's in a lot of powders still in the US, like makeup and stuff, but you can see some damage from inhalation, so I'm not really worried about it in this paint. Shake it hard to mix the pigments. Stir with a toothpick. Okay, there we go. Using the integrated brush to mix or agitate will cause unwanted fraying, so only use the toothpick. Dry the teeth, wipe saliva off. Paint tooth polish in thin layers. Avoid streaking, paint 1 to 3 strokes per tooth. At least 10 seconds dry time between layers. It's dry when hardened. It is not dry if it is soft and jelly-like. And then you just remove it using a clean fingernail to chip it off, it says. And it's intended as a cosmetic tooth coating. It's not permanent, does not alter tooth in any way, only the color. And it will not harm tooth enamel or proper dental work. But it does say on their website that you need to have sound enamel, so that means don't use this if you have cavities. Let's see. First things first, we want to check the pH, because that's what all the male dentists were saying that you shouldn't use this for because it is acidic. Lots of women were correcting me saying, the male dentist said it's acidic, and I said it's an ester, which is not an acid. But I digress. So these are my little pH indicator strips, and I'm just gonna put a blob of it on there because I don't want to dilute it. This is not really the way you're supposed to use your chrome tooth polish, huh? I don't know if I can open this. Okay, I have strong hands. I mean, I'm like the jar opener. There we go, in our house. I'm sure there will be men out there who will correct me and tell me the proper way to test the pH of a gel, but I don't want to dilute it. So here we are. Just gonna put a drop of it on the pH paper. And we'll see what happens. So if we look back where the solvent absorbed, it's like greenish yellow, so between 6 and 7. It's not super acidic. I really think it's probably 7. Alright, so when you look at it on here, and you look past the sparkle, it's about 7. You could argue maybe leaning towards 6. It's basically neutral. If it is slightly acidic towards 6, that's not enough to demineralize your enamel. The critical pH is 5.5, so pH-wise, I think you're just fine. And again, just knowing what we know, triethyl citrate is derived from citric acid, but it is not an acid itself, it's an ester, so it's not acidic. Now for the fun part. Okay, we're gonna tuck in some cotton. Gotta be super dry. That's a good look. It is stinky, I'll say that. I think I'm just gonna do half. I'll do like this side and leave that side. Let's see. 1 to 3 coats, they say. And since I'm the only one using this, plan to use it again, I just double dipped. Oh, I feel like we need something with more color. Let's mix up a gold one. Da da da. Gold. Shika 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 shika. That was easier to open. Huh. There we go. Gold teeth. I'll put on the pink and the silver. I'm not going to show you. Yeah, it just kind of looks like you have food stuck on your teeth. I could do more coats. Maybe I'll work on that. The right side has it. This one does not. You see that sparkle? They say you just use your fingernail. It just scrapes off. Easy. I feel like I just go brush my teeth and get the rest. Okay, I'm gonna apply the pink one and the silver one, and we'll take a look. This is the pink one. Looks kind of creepy. Is it like blends with your gums? I'm gonna try to show you taking this super glittery one off. It just peels off in kind of one little piece. And so I imagine eating anything crunchy, you're gonna pull it off. Pretty much off. I'm just gonna brush, it'll be gone. All clean. Okay, so I have Uptight White on, which really isn't white. Like I thought it would be like the one that the woman had on TikTok. Hers is like the super ultimate white, and it is literally white paint, kind of like white out. That is not this. Mine is just like an iridescent, lots of little shimmery glitter. My tooth color is still pretty much the same. I wore this over to my son's soccer game for about 2 hours. I've had it on, and as long as you're not eating something crunchy, I don't think it's going to come off. I think you're just fine to wear it for a picture, wear it for a party if you're just going to be drinking, not necessarily eating anything. If you're going to eat something, I would pick it off beforehand. It's pretty easy to do. Give a little wipe with a toothbrush, and then you're done. Really easy cleanup. Only real downsides I found where it smells a little bit. It's an ethanol solvent, and therefore it kind of tastes a little bit for a while, but not very long. Goes away after about 10 minutes max. The more glittery ones I found tend to smell a little bit more. It feels a little funny on your teeth. There's definitely like a coating there, but it can be something fun that people do. And as we saw, the pH is neutral, if not a little basic. Triethyl citrate is an ester, not an acid, even though it's derived from citric acid. It is not acidic itself. And so none of the ingredients stand out to me. Titanium dioxide would be the only one in the EU. It is not sold, and that is because in powder form, when it's inhaled, it can pose some risks to people's health, but I think it's okay in a tooth polish, especially because you're not eating it and you're not inhaling it. Just scrape it off and then wipe it off and you're done. So if this is something fun that you want to try, if it's something you would like to use for pictures, I think you're perfectly okay doing so. The only caveat being that you want to be sure you have sound enamel. If your enamel is broken down at all, if you've got a cavity, then the inner part of your tooth, the dentin, is showing, and that dentin has little tubules that run from the outside where the polish is into the pulp of the tooth. It can make your teeth sensitive, especially the alcohol solvent dissolve, and as it dissolves or if it leaches into that tooth down that tubule, it could do some damage to the nerve of your tooth and make your tooth uncomfortable, if not do more harm even than that. So it says on the website on its instructions, they want you only to use it on sound enamel, and that's what I would recommend you do. But is it something harmful? I don't think so, not based on ingredients, not based on my experience with it. Is it something that you can use for a brief time for a picture or a party and have a little fun? I would think of it like face paint, something that you're not going to use all the time, but for a party, for a special picture, sure, why not? And that's my review of Chrome tooth polish. So let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to check out with Does It Work Doc? I'm happy to do it.